Hi, this is Alex. Long time no see. Adobe has just released Lightroom Classic version 15.5, and as usual, we Lightroom Classic users are being left out a little bit. The software is lacking the user interface for Generative Expand that has arrived to the Lightroom Cloud desktop app and to Adobe Camera Raw. However, since Lightroom Cloud does support it, it means that Lightroom Classic also supports it. Just lacks the UI. It can render the Generative Expand just fine. So we can actually use it and see it in Lightroom Classic on our RAW files. And here's how. First, I have this picture, and I want to make sure that I save my edits to the metadata so that everything's up to date on disk. This is in case I don't have automatically save changes to XMP disabled. So I can use this little icon here and choose to save the metadata to the file. Next step, I right click and choose Show in Finder. If you're on Windows, you choose Show in Explorer here. And we get our Finder window with the file. And here's the XMP sidecar file. Now I choose right click and open in Adobe Photoshop 2026. Since this is a RAW file, the first thing that opens is Adobe Camera Raw. And I can go to my crop tool, enable expand. Let's zoom out a little bit. That's a little bit much, like here. And now I simply expand this canvas outward. I click generate. This costs some credits. You can check your credit status when you click on this little icon here. It's generating, just takes a moment. We can wait for that. I'm not going to speed up the video here. 3, 2, 1, come on, here we are. We get our usual 3 variations for this from which we can choose. 1, 2, 3. So maybe variation 2 looks best to me, or variation 1 doesn't really matter. Variation 2 is nicer, I think. And I choose keep. Now, Generative Expand has been applied. We see that here. The frame is larger. And now I simply click Done. I do not click Open. This would take me to Photoshop with the file. I simply click Done. This saves the data that was generated into a new ACR sidecar file. Photoshop still opens, which I can quit here. Command Q. And then you see here's my new ACR file. That's actually larger than my RAW file. Can close this, and if I go back to this file here, I now get this little hint that the metadata has been changed externally. When I click on this icon here, I can choose import settings from disk, and then it takes a moment, and there is my Generative Expand. And that's all there is to it. Now you can use it in the development module and can continue working on the photo just like you normally would. You also get the option here in the AI status to have these flattened AI edits with Generative Expand. And that sums it up. That's how you use Generative AI in Lightroom Classic 15.5 with a little bit of help from Adobe Camera Raw, because under the hood, Lightroom Classic already supports this feature. That's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.